This is Mona Lisa Baseball.
Well, I got to tell you, 8-4 stayed with us last night on his way north, and I told him I was leaving for work at about 8, so he said, oh, I'll see you in the morning. And about 8:01 or 2, I saw him, and he goes, hey, are you guys recording tonight? Yeah. And he goes, oh, my God, the All-Star game, I just saw the highlights, and he's slowly shaking his head, and I said, hardball with the volume turned up, and he goes, yeah. And pretty much all we had time for was for him to say everything about it was hardball, and the game ended in a tie with a home run derby finish.
The 2025 Atlanta All-Star game.
Okay.
I watched it.
Yes. Oh, God. I'm so glad. Oh, I was hoping.
I didn't watch it live.
Okay.
I went to go see a movie instead. But I did record it, and I watched it this morning.
Okay. God, can you just, give it to me?
All right, let's get into it.
To me.
2025 All-Star game in Atlanta. They had the ABS appeal, of course. They had a bunch of guys mic'd up. They had pitchers mic'd up, dude. They had Clayton on the mound talking about what pitch he's going to throw to the announcers.
Oh, God, they must have loved that.
They did. The announcers did.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, at one point, the announcer's like, oh, you should throw a cutter here. He's like, I don't have a cutter. He's in his windup. He's in his windup talking back to these guys.
God. Wow.
The other pitcher they had mic'd up, he kept screaming obscenities. So it's like, there you go, kids. Fuck, shit, cunt. Because he was getting hit. And he's swearing. It's like, bro.
Wow.
This is the one time, you should probably
bottle it up.
Say darn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shucks. Good job, hitter guy. He's just up there shouting fuck. You could tell everything was on a delay because they bleeped it.
Yeah.
We swear on our show. It's a little different audience, but I bleep those out. So
yeah,
we're looking out for the kids.
Very important. It's our future.
It was hard for me to watch because you've got Clayton Kershaw up there. I think that was the left fielder made a pretty nice catch, and he's all mic'd and he's like, that was sick. That was sick. And it's just like, I don't know. Just a little cringe.
Yeah.
A little cringe. And then the announcer picked up later and was like, that was sick, huh? It's like, dude, you're a 65-year-old man.
Yeah. It doesn't fit.
Oh,
God.
It's a little off to me. But hey, we're trying to attract that young audience.
So let's get real here. How much of the game did you fast forward through?
Well, definitely all the commercials. So.
Okay. So you watched
It was a lot. I mean, I'm not going to lie and tell you that when I was making my sandwich, I did not pause it. We had a center fielder mic'd up, the young guy in the Cubs.
Was it one fielder at a time?
Yeah, they would just have one guy. You can imagine how that would go.
Yeah.
Just have mics on everyone.
Anything could happen.
So the young guy on the Cubs, he's in center field. He's mic'd up. They're talking to him. There's a pop-up to left center. And he was talking to the announcers. He's coming over to make the catch. And he's like, I got it. But then looks over and the left fielder's right in front of him, jumps in front of him, catches the ball. And I heard him say right after that, I can't hear anything. Sorry, bro. He's talking to the left fielder. I can't hear anything.
Interesting.
And nobody commented on that at all. It's like, well, okay. They're doing this in regular season games. Dudes are mic'd up. You're telling me he's got earplugs in, he cannot hear the other players? That is not a good idea.
God, that's fascinating. I never thought of that.
So they could have had a collision in left center, and we would have blamed the audio gear. Oh, it's just weird. But fans loved it. We don't need a play-by-play. Let's just talk to the players.
Yeah.
How did you feel when you hit the home run?
Right.
What does it feel like to be a big leaguer? Do you have anything to say to the kids out there? Work hard. Stay in school.
Yeah.
It's just nuggets of wisdom from this 23-year-old professional athlete.
Sure. Ball players.
And then, of course, everyone they had mic'd up was a total native English speaker. So, no Shohei, obviously.
Right.
And that automatically disqualifies half the guys because, they're thick accents.
Yep.
Well, I mean, there's some good news, though. You want to hear the good news?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
They went back to the team uniforms.
Okay, yeah, I did hear that.
They acknowledged that was a huge mistake. Once again, Mona Lisa Baseball was right.
I heard horrible hats.
I think they tweaked the hats a little bit.
Oh, okay.
They were not. horrible hats. I mean, the bar has been set pretty low for that, given the overprint hats with the Tetas and all that.
Tetas.
Really hard to beat that at this point.
Assholes.
Yeah, I mean, like, once you've seen that, every hat, it's like, yeah, that's fine.
Good enough. It was great because when I got that bit from A4, I then had 20-minute drive to work, 20-minute drive home from work, and probably 3 to 5 days a year, a show will start with baseball, and this was one of them.
Right.
I had, roughly, we'll just say 30 minutes to kind of gather what the sports world thought in terms of who has radio shows.
Yeah.
And basically every single person was really jacked to talk baseball, almost like they never get the chance. But
they don't.
At least half these guys aren't really baseball fans.
That's right.
It's like the classic guy with a sports show. Now you have to follow every sport. And that stinks for a lot of people because you could tell when the passion's not there.
Oh, yeah. I love hearing guys talk about the WNBA.
Right. Yeah.
I've never seen more false enthusiasm in my life.
Yeah, exactly. Another one that I've noticed is people will say, yeah, we get to talk baseball today. And I don't exactly know.
But the producers telling them not to.
We'll tell you when you can talk baseball. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
But basically, the sentiment from everyone in that half hour listening was, I didn't mind it.
Oh.
And what a great victory for the sport. It was just a celebration of the game. And what did you think of this? You know what? I didn't mind it. What did you think of this? I didn't mind it. Just what a celebration. It was like on repeat. And I had a list of 2 things that I wanted to talk about. So I don't even know if you can call that a list. But one of them was ABS. And A4 took care of it perfectly. It was the first game, official game, even though it's an exhibition, with the system. And it allowed me to think about it all day about what exactly that means. And
so
team me up.
They did the ABS challenge in the All-Star game just like they did in spring training, same rules.
Yeah.
The pitcher, the catcher, or the batter can tap their hat and appeal a ball or strike call. And it goes up on the Jumbotron. And there's a big 3D ball that flies towards a 2D plane. And then if it touches the strike zone, it highlights T-Mobile pink.
Oh.
And then it was a strike.
No, don't say that.
No, that is how it works. It's sponsored by T-Mobile. That's not a joke. That's actually not a joke. I've told that joke in quotes before, but it is sponsored by T-Mobile. And they do use their fuchsia color in the graphics.
Why do you gotta hurt me like that?
I know. It's not me. It's them.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
And everyone loved it. Everyone loved it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also,
so great.
Hear that a lot. So, first thing I think of is the Bobby Valentine interview that we both heard with David Sampson.
Oh yeah.
Why in the hell haven't we implemented this? One of the radio guys had the same thing where it goes, well, I watched the All-Star game. Isn't it crazy that we haven't got this going yet? Because it's baseball and they're slow to do the right thing, was kind of how he was saying it. The ABS, Bobby Valentine basically said, it's the stupidest thing in the world that we don't have it. And what I thought was so fascinating about Bobby Valentine is he's got decades under his belt. And I would say 3/4 of the interview, I just couldn't believe how diametrically opposed my views were from his, and how that's funny because you got Bobby Valentine with the resume, and you got me, played baseball when he was a kid and teenager, basically, and big fan. And so anyone who is looking for a good opinion, they're going to go with the guy that's lived it. But what I keep realizing that nobody is either noticing or talking about is every action has a reaction, and what will be lost or what will be changed. And I've never heard anyone talk about what that means for the fans. When I heard that it was up on the Jumbotron, I was thinking, well, that's interesting. So you almost need a good seat to see the thing. Your eyes are going to naturally go away from baseball, or maybe I should say away from the field and up to the Jumbotron. Maybe that's happening with people already with all the things that the Jumbotron does. But basically, instead of watching the pitch come in, see the umpire do the reaction, watch the batter kind of look back at the ump or maybe surreptitiously shake his head or something like that, disagrees with the call, your instant reaction now is going to be watch the pitch and then head up to Jumbotron.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what if you don't have good seats for that? So does that mean you're craning your neck for everything? People are going to complain about that. So we're going to now have screens so that everyone can comfortably see that. Now, I don't know if that means there's going to be a Jumbotron on the other side of the stadium. I don't really know what that's going to look like yet, but that's definitely coming.
There's smaller screens all over the place.
Or it's on your phone. Okay, so do you subscribe to my theory? And we don't know how it's going to work or not, but I still believe that when all the things come out of the game, of the stadium experience, such as booing the umpire, or basically simplistically saying just less humanity, when it's all
cheering on a called strike 3, like, nope, can't cheer. Got to appeal it.
right.
Yeah, don't forget that.
When all, oh no, I haven't. When all that stuff kind of gets realized by the fan, it's not going to happen in the first year because you saw it in the All-Star game. Everyone's excited about it. Same thing when the pitch clock came in. There was all this buzz excitement, and it was because something was new. We didn't know if we liked it yet or not, but there was excitement around it. Do you subscribe to the theory that as the experience gets a little worse, they're not going to sell out as easy and there's going to be less fans? And when there's less fans at an event, naturally the TV watcher, they're not as compelled to watch. Do you think there's any credence to that theory?
Let me tell you what's going to happen.
Let me tell you something. Yeah.
Fans are going to complain that there's only 2 appeals because eventually a team's going to run out. There's going to be a bad call and they'll be like, this is bunk, man. We need 5 appeals. And then eventually you're going to have an infinite number of appeals. I've said it a million times. Then we'll have full-on robot umps. It's the slow boil.
Yeah.
Look, do I think there will be a segment of fans like you and me who are very concerned about humanity leaving the game and all the stuff we've talked about? There's going to be people who think that, but we are in the minority.
Strongly.
Squarely in the minority.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
everyone I've listened to talk about the All-Star game is like, oh, this ABS is fantastic. The swing off is the best thing ever.
God, we haven't even got to the swing off. Can we?
No, we'll get to the swing off.
Okay,
Trust me.
Because I heard Schwarbs is in there.
Yeah, we'll get there, man.
Okay, we'll get there.
Yeah, dude, it's just going to keep creeping in. In fact, they're even talking about being able to appeal a check swing. All the stuff that's not appealable now will eventually be appealable. And imagine when they're appealing like a pitch timer violation and we've got a close up on the ball in his hand and the clock. And it's just like, is that really what we want to do with baseball? Because that's where we're going. That's where we're going. We'll have ABS next year. ABS challenge in every game.
Okay. So how far do you think we are from Terminator Vision or computers?
I don't think they're ever going to do Terminator Vision. My idea is too good.
Really?
Terminator Vision is where the umpire can actually see exactly the path of the ball.
And it tells him.
He can see, like, did it hit the corner?
Mm-hmm.
Did it hit the back of the plate? And then he still gets to make whatever call he wants. Now, I don't think we'll ever get that.
Is that because another thing that I heard on the radio was people were appreciating the drama.
Yeah.
The drama of
right.
the challenge and if the ball touched the plate or not.
Yeah.
Do you think they're afraid to get rid of the drama? Like now this is a new element that's going to be good for the sport?
Everyone's loving this, man. Most people are loving this. That's what I'm hearing. I mean, even we've interviewed guys on the show who are like, yeah, like, this is great. The umpires suck. We should have done this a long time ago.
Right. But it is new. And the main thing I gathered from my day with the radio was this is exciting now because it's new, but the thing we got away from was the perfect structure of the game of baseball. It is one of the rare things in life that achieved perfection. Now that that's been dismantled and we're doing something different, I don't think you can make the argument that the game is perfect anymore because it keeps needing tweaks. They keep doing little things here and there.
Yep.
Don't you think that's going to eventually kind of run out and then they'll have to go to the more grandiose, like the idea of it ending with, what'd you call it, a swing off?
Yeah, they had a swing off.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's in the same ballpark as Golden at Bat.
Well,
same ballpark.
Okay.
It might not be as bad.
Golden at Bat is way, way more disruptive to the history of the game, to stats, than a swing off would be.
The history, yes. But in terms of just being an egregious new thing that...
Yeah, it's in that ballpark.
It's just meant for eyeballs. It's not...
I think the difference here is that you'll never see the Golden at Bat, at least not in the next 10 years, but in the next 10, 15 years, I think they will be talking about doing the swing off thing.
I think it's
because
probably quicker.
I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
People hate the Ghost Runner. People hate the Ghost Runner.
Mm-hmm.
The imaginary it's a real guy on second base in the 10th inning, but I guess we call it the Ghost Runner.
Yeah, just
if you ever grew up playing baseball in the street with 4 kids, you know why.
Right. When I first heard the news from A4, I was fairly alarmed at very first, but when I had the whole day to spend with it, it was actually the most perfect thing to hear because, like you said, we're in the minority, and this kind of feels like it's what everyone wants. But if they're going to keep it in the media talked about, they got to do big splashes, and they're going to have to take even bigger risks to keep people tuned in.
Right.
The swing off.
The swing off, man. This is new.
Okay, but someone said on the radio that Justin Turner had thrown this out in the 2020 year.
Sure.
And now that comment or something is getting traction again.
Yeah, but what kid hasn't had this idea?
Sure.
It's penalty kicks in baseball. I mean, it's not anybody who knows about sports is like, yeah, you could end this game a lot faster if you wanted to.
Right.
Anyone who's ever been sitting in the bleachers in the 18th inning has probably thought to themselves, yeah, maybe there's a better way to do this. But here's what I think you're getting at. The backlash is not going to come until they've gone much, much further with this.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
We need more appeals, more robots, more Jumbotron stuff, more. And we'll get it. It'll come.
Mm-hmm.
And then more and more people will be like, this doesn't feel like baseball anymore. I don't know if I have the same feelings about the sport anymore, especially if they do something crazy like the Golden at Bat, or God forbid, something even worse that I can't even imagine right now.
Yeah, right.
But they've let the genie out of the bottle. The rule changes. Okay, let me think of a really, really good example. All right. When I was a teenager, I loved Doritos, okay? I just love Doritos. The orange ones, man. Just the best. Whenever I was having a bad day, Doritos. Now, over the years, the people at Frito-Lay, not a sponsor of the show, have added more and more and more nacho cheese to these fuckers, okay? To the point where you take it out and it's just dusted in this stuff. And I got to tell you, I do not like the new version, okay? It's too salty.
Yeah.
And so is Major League Baseball just going to keep adding more and more nacho cheese to the formula? Or some of these candy bars, back when we were kids, they didn't put as much sugar in the Mars bar. Snickers just wasn't as sweet. They've put more and more corn syrup in there because it makes you more and more addicted to it. But if anyone with just what I feel like is just a small amount of maturity can be like, yo, this is not as good as it used to be. I can't even taste the peanuts anymore. I just taste sweet.
Right.
So yeah, I think it will happen, but it's going to take a long ass time, and we're going to document every inch of the way there. So let me tell you about the swing off.
Okay. Yes. Let's just cut through inning 5, 6, 7, 8.
So NL blows a 6-0 lead. Okay. And we end in a tie. Only we can't end in a tie, Bud Selig.
That's correct.
So it's been decided they're going to do this swing off.
And we're not going to do a farce.
We can't turn the game into a farce.
No, we're not going to do that.
But a day after we did the home run derby, we're going to do another fucking home run derby.
Okay. Not categorized under farce. Got it. Continue.
Right. And who, out of all the baseball players that we've ever talked about, goes up there and just completely steals the show?
Got to be Schwarbs.
Kyle Schwarber.
Has to be Schwarbs. Yes.
So the format of the swing off. I just hate saying swing off. We got to find another name for this. This is
Keep saying it. I love it.
It sounds like an insult, like you swing off.
And I don't know the format at all. So walk me through it.
Yeah. So they're like, okay, we're going to pick 3 guys and they're going to go up and they get 3 swings. And if they're tied, then we'll just go through the order again with 1 swing until the tie's broken. Okay. So
it could be anyone on the team.
Yeah. The manager decides.
You don't have to be in the game.
Well, Rob decides.
Rob, thank you.
Baseball tells the manager who to pick based on popularity and the fact that we need a guy from every team. But Shohei and Aaron Judge were not in the swing off. God, I can't say it. They were not in the swing off because they both went home. They were already on a plane back home to go on their vacation, right? Because they started and then they got taken out, replaced, and then they're out of there.
Oh, yeah. You think Ted Williams left early from the All-Star game?
I don't fucking think so, bro.
That's gold.
I think he went out and had cigars and whiskey with the guys afterwards, too.
Gold.
But
okay,
we got different people. Schwarber was there.
Schwarber stayed. Good.
Basically, first guy comes up on the AL, hits 2. Then, NL guy comes up and hits 1.
Okay.
Anyway, Schwarber hit 3. All 3 of them out. One of them from his knee. And
gave him the MVP.
Even though he took an offer in the game. And let's get it out there, like Pete Alonso hit a 3-run home run.
Right.
Off of a real pitch.
Yep.
So no, we're gonna give the MVP to the guy who had 3 good swings, which was basically batting practice. By the way, the batting practice pitchers were pitching, so you had like the third base coach pitching.
Okay. And was it the same pitcher for both
No,
squads?
no. Each squad had their own.
They had their own. Okay.
Controversy avoided. Betting scandal avoided.
And Schwarbs hits 3.
Yeah, so Schwarbs hits 3 and he's MVP.
So Schwarbs his scenario was hit 2 and tie.
I believe the AL got one more shot and they didn't get any, and so that was it.
Yeah, sounds pretty anticlimactic, I gotta say.
Well, everyone fucking loved it, so I don't know what's wrong with you, man. It was the most popular thing since garlic fries.
Well, the guys on the radio were like, I didn't mind it. I didn't hear them saying loved it. So who are your people that loved it?
Oh, Samson loved it. Of course, the TV guys all loved it, doing the broadcast. Like, this is historic, first time ever.
Oh, it's great.
The fans are loving it. By the way, all the expensive seats were cleared out by then. Cheap seats were full, though. The cheap seats were full. So real fans they did want to see the game resolve. Everyone else, had a slip fee they had to pay and bring their boat.
Imagine going through the rigmarole of getting to an All-Star game and then you leave early.
Well, you're not going to watch the game. You're going there to be seen for a lot of these people sitting behind the plate and stuff.
Oh, man. Swing off.
One of the players didn't even know this was a thing, and he was the guy that the AL had bat first. He's like, swing off? And it's you.
Yeah.
Go. And he's like, what?
In the clubhouse.
Because
take your cuts, man.
Because the guy that they were going to have do it, he got hurt. He took a pitch off the thumb, and he was a late game substitution there.
This is weird.
They actually had to submit their list of guys ahead of time. This is so boring. But I mean, I did do a deep dive into this and figure out how it works. Yeah.
What did Samson love about it?
He used the word exciting.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I mean, he is the most beautiful pathway from will it make money or not? I like it or don't like it on those grounds. Just period.
Yeah, he's a good guy to listen to. I like to get his reaction. He's a former general manager.
Something like that, or president or vice president.
President of baseball operations, whatever the fuck they call
Big
these guys
shot.
now.
Yeah.
He's making the calls. If the trade happens, it was his idea.
Right.
This is a guy who loves the Derby already. So, I mean, Of course he's going to love this.
If I was there, I think I would have thought it was exciting or fun and it's an exhibition game. But what does it do to the long term? Is there any staying power in this sort of version that baseball is going through, which is we'll change it as soon as we think it'll make more money? Is there real staying power?
I totally think they'll end up doing this. I really do. Because it makes the game length more predictable. We can still have 14-inning games every once in a while. And I think that, again, the TV networks, they really don't want to delay Friends, okay?
Yes.
I got to figure out if Rachel and what's his name are going to get together. I mean, it's just...
Got to be Ross.
Ross and Rachel.
Yeah.
That's so important.
Yeah, there's a movie that ended on that concept.
To your point, people love new things, okay? They've got a new Reese's out there with jelly in it. I know a couple of people are like, oh, these are great. Okay, great. You know how many new candy bars they've come out with in my lifetime that you can't get anymore?
Yeah.
This one might work. This might be the new thing for Reese's, okay? Probably not. Trends come and go. Will the swing off be popular forever? I actually think it will. I think this one's going to stick.
Okay. 5 or less years will it be in? Go.
Oh, you want me to make a prediction about this?
Please.
I will say... I feel like 5 is actually a really good guess, somewhere around 5 years, like 2030. But
2030-ish.
Every year we'll see little changes, and some years we'll see big changes, but I don't think we'll ever see a bunch of big changes on the same year or maybe in adjacent years.
Right.
And I think that would be a huge change. I think MLB is doling this out.
Yeah, nice and slow.
slowly. I think the rate of change will accelerate. Once they raise the number of challenges, raising it again won't even seem like a big deal. And then they go to like 1 per inning, right? That won't seem like a big deal. People are like, what took them so long? Because they'll be saying the same thing there.
Or 1 per batter.
What took them so long to get the robot up in there? What took them so long? It's like, they're going to be saying that when they don't have an infinite number of appeals. And then so the end result of that thinking is 100% robot umpire. I mean, that is where you go if you keep having that thought. Because if all of it is not good, then some of it is not good too. And a little bit sucks as well. So you have to eliminate it permanently. This idea that we can go on this quest of eliminating the humanity while still talking about how much we need to keep it in is it's ridiculous, because the argument plays out the same way all the time. Oh, an ump made a bad call. They need more appeals.
Yeah. Did you hear how quick Bobby Valentine shrugged off the humanity?
Yeah.
That was my favorite part of the interview. The word came out and it was just like, psh, just wipe it aside. Nothing. Doesn't mean a thing.
You messaged me, hey, did you see the Bobby Valentine thing? And I had just watched it like an hour before. And I was probably going through all the same thoughts as you were.
Yeah.
But I wasn't surprised, man. I wasn't surprised at all.
No. I guess I was a little surprised, but it didn't take long to remember. Oh, yeah. Minority. But I guess the part that surprises me is I always think of baseball as this well-constructed house of cards. And when you pull things away, it's going to happen. And it just never heard it mentioned once by anyone else.
Yeah, there's plenty of people that think the way we do, but I think one of the issues with them is they've completely lost interest in baseball to the point where they don't know what's going on with the All-Star game. They might read about it tomorrow, or maybe they read about it today. They didn't tape record it and watch it like I did. They didn't go Google search, hey, what happens if it ends in a tie? Like, I got to know. By the way, they come up one at a time until they break the tie.
Yeah, and you know what? If it weren't for you, I wonder if I would have ever recorded more than season 1. And I would be that guy that you'd call me today and it's like, oh, did you hear about the All-Star game? It's like, bro, I haven't heard about a baseball game in 4 years.
Well, I kind of thought that I would be that guy today. I'm almost a little bit bummed that A4 told you some of this stuff, because it would have been great to just surprise you with it.
No kidding. But I wish you could have seen his face with just shaking, going, that's really, really great. You guys are recording tonight because hard ball.
Hard ball.
Turned up. Can it go any higher? Oh, it can go higher. We're just getting started.
Oh, let me tell you what they did to try to take the sharp edge off that hard ball.
Okay.
They hear you, okay? And here's what they did to ensure that you know that they care about the history of the game. They had a tribute in the 6th inning to Hank Aaron's 715th home run. And it was a multimedia tribute. You had fireworks. You had drones in the sky.
Fireworks.
Just like they did back then. The Jumbotrons were all doing like AI deepfakes of Hank Aaron. It spared no expense using modern technology to tell you how much they care about the past.
You know what they're going to start doing? The 2 guys that congratulate Aaron around third base, AI is going to turn that into a young Manfred and Selig. It's like, do you see how big of fans these kids were? These are the kids that should be running our game.
You shouldn't give them that idea.
Oh, it's coming. I look forward to it.
Like John Fisher off to the side.
Fisher. Oh, yeah. Fisher is even better. So is it true that ground was broken and Vegas Stadium's getting built?
It was a PR stunt. It was just a bunch of assholes, including John Fisher, with a golden shovel, just like, yeah, look at me, moving like a tiny bit of dirt.
Yeah.
And then they all like got on their private jets and went back to wherever they live.
Yep.
And
8 a.m. I heard about that one.
Right. The price of construction is going up big time.
Yes, sir.
Big hotel chains with billions are canceling construction projects. Like, we're going to wait. We're going to do this some other time. We don't want to do it now. So the odds of this project coming in on budget, on time, etc., I mean, that
almost none.
I'd make almost any bet to tell you that they are not going to be playing there in what's the target year? 28 or something? They're supposed to be 3 years in SAC.
That means something, because you are not a betting man.
Dude, they will never get there in 20. If they get there in 28, I mean, I'll take any bet. I'll do something humiliating. That's how certain I am that this it's not going to be ready by 28.
So what you're telling me is they either continue the Sacramento debacle or find a better place.
I think they'll just probably spend 1, 2, 3 more years in Sac or something like that. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. Maybe he sells the team. Maybe he dies in a
He's got to sell.
private plane crash. Who knows what's going to happen, right?
Okay. Now, this is a perfect segue into the other thing I wanted to talk about. So I was just fascinated when the Lakers sold for $10 billion.
Well, fuck the Lakers. The Rays just sold for 1.7
recently.
A couple of days ago. It turns out that deal's actually like pretty far along.
So it's probably about to happen.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, Fisher's going to sell because it's still working. As soon as the Lakers sold, every hockey, baseball, football, and basketball team went up in value. What was like Apple made it to $1 trillion. They were the first one. And then it's like, all right, well, now that we've done $1 trillion, how many trillions will be the standard? And someone just told me the other day, NVIDIA's about to hit 5 trillion. You go, okay.
Compared to baseball cards, like the first time the Honus Wagner sold for $100,000, like, okay, now that was the new ceiling.
So it's kind of a trick. So as long as Manfred and the boys can keep baseball just being talked about, like we said, it doesn't need to happen all the time on radio. They have a few days a year where they can talk about baseball. But as long as there's like these little flare-ups, it keeps everything in the conversation where teams are going to continue to sell for billions. And it basically is going to take a full collapse, which is not happening right now. Do you think the ABS and the humanity extracted from the game could be the root cause of the bottom falling out?
Not for another 10 years, like I said. I think we need to go way far down this technology road till people really...
got to go way, way, way further.
Until they've noticed, like, hey, man, these Doritos don't taste the same.
You can hardly call them Doritos anymore.
They even got rounded corners like, no, we don't want you to hurt yourself. Nice rounded corner on the Dorito.
Oh, no. Is that true?
Somebody got a bonus multiple times over multiple decades, years, quarters, how to get more cheese on that chip. And they're going to do that with MLB. They're going to do it. And they're going to keep testing out ideas. And if people like it, they're going to do it. And people like this fucking swing off.
Yeah.
People don't like the golden at bat rule, right?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy to me.
You can talk about them in the same sentence, but the fan reaction has been very much different for each one.
Yeah, that does surprise me.
The only reason we didn't have a 100% robot ump game in the All-Star game was because they A/B tested the challenge versus that, and people liked the challenge system better.
You think it's because of the drama of the moment? What's the computer going to say?
I think it's a combination of it solving a problem and not being such a big change. Yeah. It's like splitting the difference, and I think whenever you can do that, that's where you're going to find, I think, the majority of people on any given issue. Even if they are an extremist, they'll be like, well, I'm okay with that one too. So the favorable rating on the challenge was fairly high. And then the favorable, unfavorable rating on the full robot ump was way more mixed. There were a lot of people who hated it.
And in that version, is it...
It's a thing in his ear and it beeps one way or the other.
Yeah. So it's truly just puppet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They tested that.
To mixed reviews.
Right.
Yeah, hit me.
So great.
My theory gets obliterated.
Two Giants fan.
Not nowadays.
That is not a good idea.
Oh no, is that true?
Guaranteed to go down.
Is everyone ready for the reaction of what's going to need to happen in the coming years to kind of like keep the sport burning at this height of fuel